that's another root of human struggle, worrying about other people's perceptions about who you are. Like, why would you ever care about that, you know?
He's hooking! He's hooking! Damn, Ron, come on! What's the matter with you?
Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow! There is no tomorrow! There is no tomorrow!
You ain't got it. It's time to stay focused. It's time to decide, fuck clubs, fuck partying, fuck trying to fit in and socialize, rub elbows with everybody so people can stop calling you weird. Why are you so antisocial? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you staying on the basketball court so much? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you out there practicing in the hot sun when ain't nobody else out there? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you not clubbing like every time I text you and invite you to go do something fun and cool, you always studying? Because I'm trying to get it. Let me tell you something, homie. These women ain't going nowhere. These clubs, these parties, all this shit ain't going nowhere. The more weird you are is a reflection of how committed you are to focusing on your shit, molding and shaping and developing your ideas and your craft so that when it's time for you to make your rounds, you gon' fly.
I'm gonna tell you right now, 30 days ain't gonna do shit for you. The permanent, you wanna make it permanent. Permanent, you start talking about a year, 18 months, 2 years, that's a sacrifice. And when you commit yourself to something for a year, you're not gonna say, oh, I'm gonna let that go. Because in your mind, you have it clear as day. That year took a lot out of me. That year built me. That year started to scrape away all that scar tissue. Started to clean me up. 30 days doesn't clean shit up. 30 days just kind of covers up, put a blanket over it. It's like putting a rug over it. A year, it cleans you up nicely, man. Whatever your problem is, if you can dedicate yourself for a year to something, you can be a changed person.
There's one thing you can take away from me as a person, whether you like me or you don't. If you take this from me, you will be a better person. If you decide today that you're gonna live every day like it's your last for real, which means have a conversation with yourself every night that, okay, that was it. May not be no more after that. And really count yourself every day like this could have been it. All right, before I go to bed, this could be it. All right, how's that looking? If you can do that, it'll change your life. You'll really start making decisions and living your life like this all you got, just this one day. But you could be a winner. You could be a winner on this day. It's just work ethic.
You're determined to become the greatest, or you're determined to become one of the greatest. What happens to our relationship?
Oh, it suffers.
It does suffer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you understood that. You were okay with that.
Well, yeah. And the people that love you, like friends and family, like they know that about you.
Got it.
So they let you be you. And when you reconvene, you know, you pick back up where you left off. Mm-hmm. But make no mistake about it, everything in between is lost, right? So those long-term relationships, the commitment of time of, taking vacation. Like I see a lot of players take vacations with other players that are close friends. And they'll just take vacations just to take vacations, or just hang out just to hang out. Like I never did that. But
Why
it was a
not
choice.
though? Why didn't you do that?
Well, because when I retire, I didn't want to have to say, I wish I would have done more. I don't want that. You know?
That doesn't mean I'm doing bad. That doesn't mean I am bad. That doesn't mean that I can't still take some action. Because yeah, nothing changes and nothing changes, man. You know, we'll sit around forever wondering, well, what if I was a dog catcher? Would I be the best? What if I was what if I worked on at a avalanche, searching for avalanches and predicting them, or what is it called, a geologist? Who would would I be able to do it? You don't know. Until you say, yeah, I'm gonna take action. Nothing changes if nothing changes, man. And I'm not preaching at you. I'm just, I just want to remind you, because I've spent a lot of time in my life sitting around wanting things to change, and not being able to make them change, and not thinking I could.
The point is, every graduate here today has the training and the talent to succeed. But do you have the guts to fail? Here's my second point about failure. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. I'll say it again. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. My wife told me this great expression. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. Les Brown's a motivational speaker. He made an analogy about this. He says, imagine you're on your deathbed, and standing around your deathbed are the ghosts representing your unfulfilled potential. The ghost of the ideas you never acted on. The ghost of the talents you didn't use. And they're standing around your bed, angry, disappointed, and upset. They say, we came to you because you could have brought us to life, they say. And now we have to go to the grave together. So I ask you today, how many ghosts are going to be around your bed when your time comes?
The fear is never reaching your potential.
That's it.
That always falling short, always quitting before you're done, always procrastinating, always not doing the right thing. And then one day you're an old man.
Yep.
And you look back and go, God, I could have been great.
Yep.
I could have been great.
I never forget one time I was running by a graveyard. And I was fucking just trying to become, I was fat. And I ran by a graveyard and I looked out there and I have all these epiphanies, man. I have all these fucking moments of like, it's crazy, man, of just thought. Cause I'm always by myself. I'm always in deep fucking thought about how to be better. And I look out there, I'm like, man, I wonder how many of you motherfuckers in there fucking just are so upset with how you lived your life. And fucking just regret how you lived it. And I'm running a 300-pound man thinking, man, don't fucking die like this, bro. Don't die like this. So people wonder where this shit comes from me. It comes from such deep thought of trying to see what this is all about. What is this life all about? What am I all about? Why am I here? You know, I had to find purpose.
I just show up. I just show up to dominate.
Yeah, say March 12th.
I don't want you to just win on the field. I want you to win off the field too. So this ain't just about athletes.
But that's what you do.
Yeah, that's what I do. I got one chapter called Set Your Own Thermostat. Okay. You know what? Establish a good morning routine. Either you believe or believe. Don't buy into false thoughts. Jumpstart your morning. I don't have bad days, man. I may have a bad moment, maybe even a bad hour, but never a bad day. I don't, because I set my own thermostat. Ain't nobody gonna get me hot with me. Ain't nobody gonna get me hot with me. But I got so many interesting chapters, man. Master the 3 W's. You gotta want it, you gotta work it, then you gotta win it.
I know that's right.
Now, how bad do you want it? Because if you want it bad enough, you're gonna work it. Then if you do those two, you're gonna win. There you go. It's chapters like that, man, that I give you real life lessons in where I took a left when I should have stayed right, but that I got back right.
Oh, and you get.
But I took a left.
So you give personal advice.
I got to.
From experience.
From experience. I can only speak from experience.
You gotta get that.
I can only speak from experience.
Yeah.
I can't take you nowhere I hadn't been. Yeah.
I respect that, lady.
That's, to always believe in yourself. For me, always believe in yourself. No funny shit. Even though I went through mad bullshit, like it was a lot of funny stuff. To me, it's funny, but it was really detrimental to my life. It really did affect my life in some way, shape, or form. The point is that I never stopped believing in myself. No matter how many times I got kicked out of school, suspended, issues, family, DR, like poverty, it don't matter. I never stop, and I never will stop believing in myself. And I don't want people sometimes, people get discouraged. A lot of bad things happen back to back to back to back, and you get discouraged. That's fine, that's natural, that's normal. But don't let that shit fuck with you for too long, you feel me? 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, I feel you, take your time. But you know what I'm saying? Progress is always key, bro. You know what I'm saying? One step forward, you feel me? Even just 1 step a day is still a step forward. So don't stop believing in yourself. Don't ever stop believing in yourself. That's a fact. Use that fire, that burn to keep you going. But with that,
my wife told me a week ago she's gonna divorce me because she wants easy and something different. It's fucking with my head.
You said your wife wants to divorce you?
Yeah, she's about to.
Yeah, you brought that
and
shit
nobody does.
live, boy.
Yeah. And it's fucking with my head, my self-confidence, and what's your advice on how to navigate through
shit.
it?
Honestly?
Yeah.
Have you been good to her?
Yeah.
Real good?
I can do better.
I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
Fuck her. I'm not trying to be mean. she doesn't want you anymore. Okay?
Yeah.
That's a hard reality.
Yeah.
I've had several motherfuckers not want me anymore. And it hurt, lost weight, gained weight, couldn't sleep, crazy. While that motherfucker's out there getting ass, chilling out, going to the club, and I'm fucking miserable, wasting time while she's living. It's a real easy answer. You gotta get back out there. I'm not saying get back on the horse, but you gotta stop the feelings you feel right now.
Yeah.
There's something, like I said, there's something that everybody's dealing with. And your feelings are the one thing in life that will hurt you from moving forward. It'd be different if she still loved you. Yeah. And there was an issue going on. If she wants to divorce you, she's done with you, man. Suck that shit the fuck up and move on.
Stay within those lines, but I'm gonna find out the things that I can do because I'm playing the game now. I'm never gonna overexert myself, but the game is to be better. How do I be better than what I was? Because if I do that, ooh, fuck. For me, I just beat me.
Yeah.
This ain't about nobody else. I don't give a fuck about nobody else. I just beat me. If I can keep beating myself, pause, if I can keep doing that, then that means that I'm in a battle with the only person that fucking makes sense. I'm in a battle with the only person that I really want to fucking beat, and that's me. I don't care about anybody else. I have no worry or gripe about the next man or woman's journey or their level of success. That's not what I'm up against.
Yeah.
If I can continue to outdo me from the day before, then I'm ahead.
Anything you do is you gotta have an unlimited supply of fucking fuck you. This drive and passion, and it may come from nothing. Like for me, there was no passion, no drive, no nothing. But I had this fire that I'm gonna be somebody. And it has to be there because on all those bad days, on all those days you don't wanna do shit, you have to be your own motivator, your own coach, your own trainer, your own everything. So to do that, you have to come into work, and work is, whatever your work may be, ready to go. And what that means is you may have failed miserably yesterday, but you come to work like, people like, man, you just lost everything. How the hell are you this fucking damn motivated? Because this is what it takes. This is what the fuck it takes. And you gotta get it from wherever you can. Whether you make up this illusion of your life.
We all live in this bubble. What you gotta do to get the life that God wants you to have, you gotta put more air in your bubble. You got to blow your bubble up. Expand yourself. Take yourself out your comfort zone. Do not live in your bubble. Put some more air in your bubble. If you stay in your comfort zone, that's where you will fail. You will fail in your comfort zone. Success is not a comfortable procedure. It is a very uncomfortable thing to attempt. So you gotta get comfortable being uncomfortable if you ever wanna be successful. Start putting some pressure on. Put some pressure on yourself. Get out here and get about it. Look, I'd love to sugarcoat this thing for you. I'd love to tell you, look, you can go out here and get rich, do a couple of things. That ain't happening. You gotta get real doggish. You gotta get downright funky if you wanna make it. Now, like I was telling you before, if you wanna be ordinary, you ain't even gotta listen to me. Just go on about your business. If you think ordinary's cool, ain't no problem. It's some really, really wonderful ordinary people. But if you are sitting in this room and you have extraordinary aspirations, then you're gonna have to do extra. You put extra on top of on ordinary, and you come up with extraordinary. It's no other way.
I'm sure people have told you to make sure you have something to fall back on. Make sure you got something to fall back on, honey. But I never understood that concept, having something to fall back on. If I'm going to fall, I don't want to fall back on anything except my faith. I want to fall forward. I figure at least this way I'll see what I'm going to hit. Fall forward. This is what I mean. Reggie Jackson struck out 2,600 times in his career, the most in the history of baseball, but you don't hear about the strikeouts. People remember the home runs. Fall forward. Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Because the 1,001st was the light bulb. Fall forward. Every failed experiment is one step closer to success. You've got to take risks, and I'm sure you've probably heard that before.
Tips on when you felt lost, like why was this your mission? Why, how did you get back on track for you?
You keep on saying one word, mission. What is your mission statement to yourself? You don't have one.
No.
I do. Whenever I get lost on my mission and I get off the journey, I go back to my mission statement on why the fuck am I even doing any of this shit? And you put it in there. So I would advise you to do is you're not just living willy-nilly, which is why we get lost. Don't ever live just to wake up, kiss the wife, kiss the kids, and punch the clock. You gotta have a fucking mission statement on why you're actually really here. Those kids and that family are important. But if you're not your best self, you're giving your family a half-assed person. That's why I tell people, figure yourself out first before you start to fucking go and be attached to a family. So right now, you gotta do it now while you're with the family. I would go home and get a mission statement on where you see yourself 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years from now, and live by that. And on those days you don't know why the fuck you're doing it, bust that open. That's why SEALs, Rangers, everybody's got a fucking creed or a mission statement. Because we all get lost within the war and in the battles, in our mind. So that's what I would do if I was you.
Great.
And create the smoke that you doing it. You ain't doing it. You still got work to do. Stay on that basketball court. Stay on that football field. Fuck all the homies texting and calling and trying to make you feel bad about being so focused. It's grind season, homie. It's not about today. It's about the future. You do the work now. Do the work now. And all of the shit that you could ever want to do for your family, your kids, your loved ones, it's all going to be on a whole nother stratosphere. It's time to stay focused, man.